thing with Lone Druid is early on, if you don't have a good way to stop the Lone Druid's push once it gets the mouth schematics and DotA, you just end up losing so much on the map. And yeah, I think Secret's lineup can kill the bear quite easily once they get some items up on the Lush and the Dawnbreaker, but before then, you're looking at this Enigma Wraith Pack timing, this Lone Druid hitting just a couple of items and like giving up too much on the map.
That is a off-lane silencer, by the way.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's time. It's time to bring it out.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
It just had to warm up a little bit, perhaps. And the mid lane right now, Nisha sitting on 15 and 1 CS. As you can see, a little action top lane. Faith Beyond taking the brunt of the damage here. Chrysalis still with the Starbreaker, will fully connect, and that looks like first blood goes the way of Secret in this game #1.
This is just such a good carry against Enigma in lane. So what generally does well... Oh, wait, this is gonna... I hope we're not going to hear this every time they get a kill. I listened to you enough already.
Sorry about that.
But maybe he still rates the aura higher. All right, gonna see a little bit of a poke down here on bottom.
Yeah, Poison Touch slowing a resolution to a crawl. You can see Zayat is coming, but it's going to be too late. So first kill for PSG LGD so far in this game.
I'm actually impressed with how much farm Rezo has here. I think having 21 and 7 here is pretty respectable given the laning
that is true.
matchup that he
has.
has.
It is the silencer off lane.
You're probably not too worried about being beaten in lane, then you go in transition, and something that your hero can do that a lot of fives can't is actually you scale incredibly well with few items, right? If you get a BKB on this hero, if you get some sort of utility.
Nice snowball. Ends up getting out of the range of the Starbreaker, but it matters not because Puppey is here to play as well. So one kill for Secret as Wyatt. Approach the tier 1 tower will be fine. Resolution in the meantime. It's going to lose. Nothing to say, actually died to Zayats.
Yep, so there was that mid-rotation coming in from the Nyx and getting full value out of the 2-0-2 build. Very standard for Nyx to not get mana burn until later in the game. And what you do offer then is that if you connect that first stun on Pango, he can't really reset, right? You just stand in his path and, oh well, he can try to, he needs to be a little bit careful about how he jumps with Swashbuckle essentially, and you can maybe catch him with Carapace as he does that to hit the creep wave. Use that as a setup for a secondary stun, and then Leshrac with the third stun.
Oh, but Snowball in onto the mid lane. Nisha already at half HP. And here comes Nothing to Say with the Rolling Thunder, but a big Solar Guardian coming in as well as Chrysalis trying to focus down Jin Q. They'll be successful eventually, and Nothing to Say has to roll away. So rotations from both sides ends up netting Secret the kill on the Tusk.
Yep, that was a nice punish there. It will, at the very least for LGD, it will give Faith Beyond level 6 and a little bit of space in that top lane. He's happy to finally have a little bit of space away from this Dawn.
Secret find Ame. Zayats gets off the Impale, but see the ult coming out from the Lone Druid as Nisha's here with the Pulse Nova. Y gets up a nice Poison Touch. Nice blocks coming out from Zayats, but the Grave comes out as well. It's Nothing to Say is coming to try to help out his comrade, but oh, he actually does TP out just barely enough HP, and Nisha and company have to hightail away, but Nisha gets blocked in by the Ice Shards. Split Earth only hits on one. You can see Resolution trying to help him out. He actually dodges the Swashbuckle as Jin Q will be one to fall. And now they're going to turn this around to Nothing to Say as well. So it ends up being a 2-for-1 as Secret looked like they were going to lose out on that engagement, but a nice turnaround and a great voice line from Resolution. Perfect timing.
It's going to be a while before Secret likely do that unless they win a big team fight beforehand, because LGD can relatively easily go and contest the area.
Haste.
Oh, yeah, Nothing to Say. He gets stunned right out of the gates. They don't even need the Solar Guardian. There's Nisha, nets the kill with the Split Earth. 4K lead for Secret now.
They are absolutely destroying.
Starting to run away with it as you see Puppey's ult come out after the Frostbite, and Zayats is here with another Impale Starbreaker to finish off Jin Q.
You were late on the Grave there from Y. Kind of uncommon that he doesn't get that off in time. LGD's lineup is kind of crafted to hit a timing right now and go and force your towers. So if you're the one setting the agenda, you're already really happy.
Looking to tank the gank. Oh, the Global Silence is giving him some cover, and the Solar Guardian coming in as well. Jin Q is just punished right off the bat. Beautiful play from Secret as they just shut that smoke gank down immediately. And Zayat's looking for more.
Oh, this could be big. They don't have
a Solar Guardian though, yeah.
Dropped everything. Still trying.
Gets off the Vendetta first. Actually gets the Impale as well. Chrysalis is here with the huge Starbreaker, and down goes Ame. And Secret starting to really run away with this.
To get in there with Zayats.
Yep, Roche
thinking
going
about
down slowly. The Wraith packed inside as Nisha seems to have a decent idea that this is happening. He's just going to walk right in with the Split Arc. Gets off the Pulse Nova and the Bloodstone ahead of time. His Solar Guardian on the outskirts as Zayats gets stunned, but nothing to say. Already gets off his Rolling Thunder, but a huge Starbreaker. Chrysalis deletes Faith Beyond. Jin-Q starting to get quite low as Puppey's the first to fall for Secret, so it's a 1-for-1. He's going to buy back into the game, though. Double kill from Chrysalis coming out as well, and Nisha pretty much out of mana, but it's just enough to take out Ame. And now Y and company from LGD have to get the hell out of here, as Secret will likely get the Roche.
Yeah, maybe Secret kind of let them do that.
Thanks for the damage.
Do the hard work for us. You know, we can't really kill Roche ourselves that quickly, so if you guys would please get him to a quarter health, we'll just show up. Classic Rezo, no global, we can fight easy. Well, he didn't have mana.
Oh, Impale set up onto Faith Beyond with the Solar Guardian, but a nice Tusk Snowball mitigates a lot of it as Chrysalis pops the BKB a little bit prematurely. Starbreak doesn't really connect very well, but they still have the damage, it looks like, to take out Faith Beyond. And Jin-Q is next on the list. So despite the Secret initiation not going as planned, I mean, with this kind of a lead, it doesn't really matter sometimes.
The impact of this hero very, very minimal so far in this game, considering what we've seen from Enigma earlier in the tournament. Secret seems to have a very good understanding of how to solve it. And this looks like Y will also finding a quick way back to base. As Grave.
Yeah.
Okay. He kind of juked them by running in a line.
And sometimes it's the hardest path to follow. Okay.
That is really impressive that he found a way out of that.
On the other side of the map, though, Jin-Q gets off the initiation. Already has his shard as Zayats gets off the Impale, as Nisha has to walk his way around, but looks like Jin-Q is likely to fall. He's getting healed up, though. And still the Aegis in line for Nisha, so he is not scared. Eventually, Jin-Q goes down, and there's the stun follow-up. And Nisha, they're looking for the bear. That's all the damage that Ame has. I mean, to get Lightning Storm down, he's just going to continue on now. They're looking for a full team wipe potentially. Global Silence is there. Nisha just hedging his bets. GG is called. And Secret completely stomped game number 1. Not what we were expecting, but Secret off to an amazing start.
Yeah, that was not even remotely close. Just absolutely crushed them start to finish. The lanes went well. I think the double counter to the Enigma really caused a lot of problems for LGD. I mean, it's easy to say, right? Because he never cast Black Hole.
A really good game. Like, he didn't die a single time on this Dawnbreaker. And again, combination with the Nyx Assassin to be able to follow it up, scout things out. Pretty much all of these heroes died. If you find them with the Nyx Assassin, they're very low HP heroes like Zeus, Monkey, Lich. Tiny not as much, but still, you do have enough stun, you do have enough burst damage to bring them down.
Yeah, but especially the Zeus, right? You can set up for these kills now on the Zeus with like a Carapace into one of his nukes while he's farming, and then you just have this Dawnbreaker follow-up stun. I do think the stuns exactly overlap each other, so there shouldn't be a space for the Zeus to get away from ganks like that early on.
Yeah, the Death Prophet, as called, comes out here for Faith Beyond.
I feel like it was there was something about that draft that was a little bit surprising with the order.
What would have been so bad about Marcy in this lane? Because she has a way to get away from...
She does have a way to get away as well, yeah.
Oh, glimpse back, Starbreaker, but a lot of it's mitigated thanks to the Frost Shield coming out from Y. And it's not gonna, I was gonna say it's not gonna lead to kill, but that is more damage than I thought. First Blood ends up going to Puppey. Yeah. So Secret, despite losing in the CS and the outer lanes, able to get First Blood. A nice double stun from Zayats, but the Avalanche is going to keep him in place. Spirit Siphon, and the Tree Toss is there. Jin-Q gets credit for it.
Yeah, I think the mindset for Secret in this bottom lane should just be we can't kill, and we shouldn't go for aggressive moves, because I think the punish is just too strong, right? Even Rezo with a running sidekick on both of them, Faith Beyond is going to overpower them with Spirit Siphon. They just don't have the tools to manage that until you have maybe level 6 on Marcy. Perhaps there's an opportunity to find a kill there. But yeah, the top lane, nice kill from Secret. I'm a little bit surprised that Ame didn't get more involved in trying to save his Lich, but I think he had creeps in the tower that he was prioritizing, and maybe the communication was Y saying, I'm fine, don't worry.
Speaking of Y,
yep.
Take some heavy damage here, but here comes the pounce from Ame. Chrysalis, it's going to be another Jingu stack coming out for Ame. And Puppey basically out of mana right now.
Stuns.
Yeah, but Starbreaker coming out. It does connect onto the Lich, but the Thunder God's Wrath finishes off 2 heroes. So nothing to say, despite being kind of a wash in the mid lane. Now has 2 kills to his name. Yeah. Application was already popped as Jin-Q. Oh. They do get the D word one way or the other, but it will be a deny. As you can see, nothing to say, taking a lot of damage. Actually, the Heavenly Jump on the other side, and he's just dead to Nisha. Big kill for Secret as now they try to pursue. That was a rebound into a toss, which helps the unleash a little bit here. Impale's going to connect onto one, but now Resolution has to be a little bit careful. Gets off the dispose, and there's the Sinister Gaze you were talking about from Y. They do find the kill on the support, but Resolution falls in the end. And a Split Earth just a millimeter off. And Nisha trying to find some more value here.
Millimeter, not inch. All right, Zinku's.
Well, it was a millimeter. Inch is bigger than a millimeter. I don't know if you know that, Cinderin.
No, you don't know what a millimeter is.
Trivia time for you as Chrysalis hammers to the low ground. Looks like he's fine.
For the team you're cheering for, but if you do have one hero far away of the field in this game,
we have the Impale. Nice setup from Resolution as well. Chrysalis with a Solar Guardian. Faith Beyond is deleted.
Big kill.
Nice pick off, and they've obviously practiced this combo a lot.
Yep.
I mean, last game they didn't have the Marcy to help out on top of that initiation. It was just the Nyx, but it still proved to be quite potent. Now Nisha and company look to find Jin Q, but the Avalanche nicely placed from him. Spike Carapace a little bit too late.
Yeah, to quote a wise philosopher, it really does feel so good to play with multiple setup stuns as Dawn.
Thank you.
And yeah, I will never call you that again, trust. All right, Zayat.
He's going to be spotted.
Okay.
Sinister Gaze is there. Resolution gets a nice stun off with his rebound. Looks like Y is mega dead as Faith Beyond coming in from the low ground with that exorcism. Jin Q following out behind with a static storm inside that kinetic field. They're going to try to focus down the DP, but she's healing so much. Now Resolution, he is getting low. The Urn Charge applied. One last little damage proc there from the exorcism, and Faith Beyond gets credit for that.
The Urn as well will now be turned into a vessel. So this time around, LGD with the healing reduction.
Nothing to say. He's going to do a nice job at dodging, but it doesn't matter. Chrysalis still has the damage. Boundless Strike connects onto two as Ame has come to play, but there is the glimpse, and that's going to reset things. So
DP with the high damage at this point in time.
Yeah, but this mid-tier one, kind of a big deal. You got to be careful of that Thunderbolt if you're Zayats for that vision. Sentry there as well. They're going to spot him. They're going to try to burst him down. Thunder God's Wrath is there as well. Looks like Puppy's going to survive. His Solar Guardian coming in now. They're going to focus all their efforts onto this Lich, and the Zeus dies as well, so nothing to say. Takes a fall. This is going to be a third kill in this engagement, all for Secret, and even a buyback coming out.
They set that up so well. The Nyx does not get caught running into the Sentry, eats the DP silence, resets, and just goes back in. On the other side, Marcy, also a kind of tricky hero for LGD's heroes to kill, so you need to rotate the right amount of numbers. They will do a big move here once again. This time as 4, though. Trying to not break the smoke onto the Nyx. This would be a huge pick if they found Nisha, but reading this like a book and not getting caught. Getting away with that ward.
He might be the one that suffers, but again, it's going to be a support potentially. Gets off the Spike Carapace, though. Exorcism is popped. Does that mean they want to try to go for Roach? They're trying to take a fight. Faith Beyond finding Chrysalis, slowing him down to Spirit Siphon, but the kinetic field blocks him off. And that might be all PSG LGD get, and that's a big cooldown that they have to take into account now.
Oh, they might even lose their Tiny, too.
Split Earth, Hammer's there as well. Down goes Tiny. Faith Beyond, he's here as well, but the Exorcism is running out. Resolution forced to fight despite the Spirit being applied to him.
Oh my God.
Big Lich ult onto 2, and PSG LGD, despite being down in numbers at the start, end up taking this fight in spades, 3 for 1, and Nisha left along with Zayats here in the top lane.
Oh, they got insane value out of DP in that fight. He's not participating in the side fight, where that Avalanche could have made a huge difference. Resso all smiles.
No, I'm not sure, but the toss, I think it was bringing him closer, but the Sinister Gaze actually stopped him.
Yeah, it stopped him midair, yeah.
We're going to see a fight here. Faith Beyond doing a lot of damage, healing with the Spirit Siphon. Here comes the Wukong's command from Ame, trying to focus down Nisha. Gets off the Bloodstone, but will that be enough? Spirit Siphon's still there. That's 2 for nothing. PSG LGD winning this fight, and now another Avalanche. GQ looking for a target to toss. Chrysalis can't get to the low ground, though. Has to walk away the old-fashioned way. Gets off the Starbreaker. Really connects onto Ame. Silence to follow. But it looks like this is going to be the death of the position one for Secret as PSG LGD win a big fight here in the mid-game.
Huge for them.
Secret smoking up to the enemy jungle. Faith Beyond. They see him.
Far out.
Yep. Moves himself to the other side. Might have missed out on the vision there. Now they saw him. Resolution with a nice rebound. Here comes the Solar Guardian as well, but the Avalanche mitigating a lot of this right now as Chrysalis focusing down Jin Q for the time being as Faith Beyond looks to be dead. Just one more right click to go. So nice pick off for Secret. Ame, next to his tier 2 tower, has to pop the BKB. Wukong's command to follow. Now there's no physical damage go through this with that BKB activated, but they can try to continue on here once the BKB ends up running out. Y is going to take the brunt of the damage now from the Starbreaker. So Secret getting everything they want. Ame the only one left in this area. Looks like he does get away safely. That would have been just a disaster for PSG LGD, but still, Secret going to be extremely happy with what happened here.
Having that magic resistance really helps, and obviously when you do hit the Lesh, getting that magic damage reduction as well. But that said, Nisha popping, or rather revealing a BKB in the coming fight could become massive for Secret here.
LGD in the pit. Exorcism already popped.
Zayat
is going to spot it. The spike carapace comes out, double impale. Tiny's just dead right off the bat. And now the focus is on Ame. He goes down to the Pulse Nova. No buyback for the Monkey King as Y. He's going to get chased now by Nisha. And a huge fight for Secret. We'll see if they can go into the pit and get this Roche, but the toss back from Jin Q. Avalanche is there as well. Resolution gets deleted, so maybe not with the numbers. Buyback now onto the Lich. Puppey attempting to TP out. He'll be fine.
Pretty damn impressive that LGD managed to salvage that. Like, consider how that fight began. They sent in the 4 Nyx, they immediately killed the enemy carry, as well as the Lich, and it still turns out somewhat even in the end. Don't think, I mean, do LGD even try
Exo
this?
is up in 5.
It's too late.
Beyond, yeah, looks like it's too late.
Awesome play call here from Secret to go for this. They know Tiny has no buyback.
Oh, they're trying to jump Faith
kill.
Beyond. Frost Shield's going to keep him healthy for a little longer. Pops the BKB. Do they have the physical damage to go through? But Monkey King with the balance strike. Ame comes to play. Bash applied to Resolution now, but the rebound onto the other side of the river. He'll be fine, but Nisha looks like he wants to try to fight. Gets off the Yules. Faith Beyond now on the outskirts of this fight. That is a dead Lash, but that is just the Aegis. Exorcism still going. Zayat gets the impale onto 1, but now they're trying to turn this around onto the Monkey King. There's the Starbreaker from Chrysalis, and that is the death of Ame. 50 seconds on the deck. And PSG LGD, they get the Aegis technically out of the hands of Secret, but it does cost them. Ame looking for the support, but Zayat is there to try to counteract this. Solar Guardian coming in as well. Ame pops the BKB along with Chrysalis, but Starbreaker deletes Y from the face of the map, and now they're inside Wukong's command.
No bash.
Have to get the hell out of there as Resolution looks like he's going to live. Uses the rebound to get a little bit extra distance. Zayat and company now focusing down Faith Beyond on the Death Prophet. Another valuable kill and another valuable fight for Secret.
Yeah, they're going to turn this into mid-tier 2 as well, so yeah, huge that they managed to find the fight with Zeus dead, right? And they will try just that immediately now. No DP ults. They're actually going for a 5-man offensive smoke with Faith Beyond with best ability. I mean, it's debatable. Maybe Spirit Siphon is his best ability, but, you know.
True.
Puppey. If they want him, he's dead. They do.
Okay, ammietah. Zayat wants to come in, though. They've lost Puppey already. He does have the buyback available. His Thunder God's Wrath is there. Looks like Zayat is going to barely limp away, but no, nothing to say there to finish him off. Now, Resolution, he's taking so much damage. The rebound onto the other side of the map again. Rezo is fine. 70 seconds of no Nyx. Must have been a dieback technically.
Puppey.
Static Storm. Okay. Enough to take out Jin Q. Very cocky play from Puppey, but it kind of works out. But again, if they get the kill, this will technically be a dieback for him. Boundless Strike, and it looks like it will be just that. But there's no Roche to get. Okay, my goodness.
Yep.
He's not afraid to go to the high ground as the rest of Secret are going to smoke up.
LGD would love to not fight for the next 300 gold on Ame. Just get that Scotty. It's a really big game changer for them to get that unlocking. It's going to help them so much against the Lesh as long as he gets to play the fight on the MK. Look how much they're covering him. It's like
Resolution with the double damage, by the way. Nothing to say is dead. And a stun onto several heroes. Now 2 dead for LGD to just start out the fight. Another Starbreaker, but now Chrysalis and company outside the Wukong's command. The glimpse back onto Faith Beyond, and he is dead. Triple kill for Resolution. There are all buybacks available for LGD, so Secret have to be a bit careful with this. And why? He's going to die inside his own base. He is the one lone member of LGD without the buyback at the moment. So 12k lead for Secret. Roche is available, and we'll see if they try to go for that before trying to push high ground. Which, one of those weird charts, obviously very powerful with the splitters being, I mean, a lot of time we think about like high ground defense, but when you're going high ground yourself, it's actually not too shabby as well. Avalanche here, Wukong's command expended. Is it just for Puppey though? Looks like it is for now as Nisha, and he's perfectly fine to try to fight this out on the other side of the Wukong's command. Here comes a Solar Guardian as well. Faith Beyond is dead. But the toss back onto Nisha, but now the Wukong's command is down. The BKB finally activate for Ame. He gets a big Boundless Strike. A lot of damage coming out from Nothing to Say. So they get the 2 supports in the end, but now Nothing to Say, he's the one getting pursued by Nisha. Split Earth connects. Pulse Nova continuing to go in again. The Aegis still intact for Secret. Frost Shield not going to mitigate any of that magic damage, and the Starbreaker is enough. Another death for Nothing to Say, and 2 cores dead for LGD with no buybacks. I mean, he's level 25.
Toss back.
Toss back. This is something you have to be a little bit careful, but if he pops the BKB, and Jin Q is punished really hard. Split is going to not connect thanks to BKB from Faith Beyond. That's the buyback now into Jin Q. That be careful because Nothing to Say is now available to fight. They're going to try to turn this around as Resolution jumps in with his BKB, focusing down Ame, but the Wukong's command can give him so much armor as Resolution gets destroyed. 80 seconds of no mercy. Another calls for Secret as PSG LGD showing some life here. They find 3 kills with no reciprocation.
Toss MVP. Yep.
And they are smoked up.
Even after the nerfs, you can easily afford this if you go Scotty. It's something, especially we've seen Faceless Voids in the past go for as a build-up to refresh.
He's going to be the one that gets popped here, but pops the BKB very early. Gets off the splitter, trying to play around it, but the Jingo's about to proc here as well. The Wukong's command is there, and Nisha has to use the ult on himself. But he's likely just going to be left alone, and he's going to be brought down. A huge kill for LGD. There are buybacks for both remaining members here from Secret.
You really have to be on your toes against this team. Like, you have a big lead, sure, but this is the one thing that can't happen for Secret is that they find Lesh without support. Like,
I mean, the other side, we have Heart on Faith Beyond, very big item, but the Aghanim Scepter was officially purchased now by Puppy, so
you know what
muting of items.
They don't have a Force Step.
And on PSG?
Yeah, that feels like an oversight to not have that item, right? I know you're playing against Glimpse, but you need some sort of way of getting out of Starbreaker, of getting out of away from us.
And they're going to jump in. Solar Guardian coming in at the end. It looks like Faithium might drop inside the Wukong's command. And I think he's just trying to reset. Zayat is going to live thanks to the Eon Disc and just burrow his way back to full HP. The Jin Q is dead as well without buyback available. Now they just wait out the Wukongs.
Oh, he got the stun
again. He's going to go in again with Chrysalis' Starbreaker, decimating time and time again. But there's Ame's refresher, Wukong's command to follow. Chrysalis eats the cheese, tries to get force step, but not going to live through this engagement. They did find Niche, okay. Gets off the yield, but instantly canceled.
Dude,
that was a neutral item.
It's actually doing work.
But they got the tower, but nothing more.
Well, they got a Zeus buyback too. He doesn't have disc, and he's still not considering it. He's eyeing up the Hex. Okay, finally, he changed his mind. So will take the defensive route here to ensure that he can at least stay alive for a moment. Faith Beyond!
Uh-oh. Inside the Static Storm. Remember, he can't use any items inside of it, and he's dead. 90 seconds of no death profit. Ame trying to get some revenge, but Resolution ends up using Rebound to the other side. Only 1 inside Wukong's command right now, but 3 dead for PSG LGD. And now Ame looks to be next. The Starbreaker is coming just for him. Specialty from Secret. He has to buy back instantly. Now Resolution with the dispose, onto Nothing to Say, has to pop the BKB himself, but this looks like it might be the beginning of the end for LGD in this upper bracket. Rebound, not proc there, but again, Chrysalis with the Starbreaker. And this is going to be several sets of racks, if not potentially GG.
Faith Beyond just disappears. It's like LGD want to access this high ground. They're like, what hero can we send in first that can possibly survive? And he should be the choice, right? You have Heart, Shiva, BKB. He dies before he gets BKB off. He literally just gets killed 100-0. Even with Lich's protection, it wasn't enough.
Oh, Zayat finds Ame. This is going to be a dieback for him potentially, and it will. Double Starbreaker, GG is called, and Secret 2-0 PSG LGD, sending them to the lower bracket, and they're going to face off against Thunder Predator. My goodness, I don't think anybody was expecting that potential matchup in the upper bracket, but wow, what a series from Secret.
Yeah, my prediction so far, great. 0 out of 2 in the bracket, so that's